Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Mike Shea with, and our team name is UTD Team Mox. Whoosh! We're students from the University of Texas at Dallas, and this is our submission for the hackathon Code Red Artemis. And our project is called Prejudice Detection with Natural Language Processing. So the problems we want to solve is racism against minorities, specifically Asians, because of the recent uh, ramp up in racism against Chinese people, sexism against women, because they're still discriminated against, and so we wanted a way to detect racism and sexism to help protect um, people who are discriminated against. Okay, and our project uses natural language processing to detect racism and sexism in text. How it does this is that it takes in raw text input from the user and gives an overall analysis of how racist or sexist the text is. And then it takes the raw text and splits up the text into individual sentences. And each sentence is analyzed for racism and sexism. It then visualizes the data of the individual sentences to show the sections of text where racism and sexism peaks. So, what frameworks and libraries we have used? Uh, Flask. We use Flask as a web framework for the front end, HTML, the markup language for the web page for the project, Python for the back end, Pandas for the data manipulation, scikit-learn for the machine learning, matplotlib for the data visualization, and what's next? Well, we need more data for racism and sexism, and we need more labels and classifications for our models. So currently our model is doesn't seem to have enough data on racism and sexism, and it's kind of very hard to find more data for it. And in the future, we think that we should have our model be able to analyze homophobia in text. All right, so now it's time for the demo. So our demo is a Heroku app. You can it's a website that you can go right now in your browser, and it's racism-sexism-good-classifier.herokuapp.com, and it's hosted by Heroku. Um, the website's called Prejudice Detection with Natural Language Processing, and so first here this is where the user would enter text to determine if a particular text is racist, sexist, or neither. And so let's try and find our sample input and paste it in here. And so this sample input I just pasted is Trump's farewell speech. Yeah, our President Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump's farewell speech, and we are submitting it as user input and to see how racist or sexist his speech is, his farewell speech. And it takes a while for it to load the to run the model, but once we finally have it, we can see that it's 99.99999% racist. This is our racism analysis score, very high, 99% is very high. Sexism score is astonishingly low. Good for him, I guess. But the final classification for the overall is racist. And you can see here each individual sentence is being analyzed by our model for racism and non-racist and sexist. It's being classified as racist, non-racist, or sexist. You can see there's lots of splotches of green and then splotches of red. And if you want to have a visual of it, you can. It's right here. There's a timeline of sentence to recent scores. So here, the x-axis is your sentence. Uh, 1 is the starting sentence, and 167 is the end sentence. And you can see here, this is the racism score. The higher the line is, the more racist it is. And you can see here, when it peaks, it's where that section of text is racist. And you can see here in the sexism scores timeline, where it peaks is where that section of text is most sexist. And over here, this is the non-racism sexism score. This doesn't really tell you that much now, since the overall sentiment of the Donald Trump farewell speech is racist. So let's look at different user input. This right here is from an old senator that was anti-woman suffrage, and he made an argument saying that woman suffrage is a privilege, not a right. And so let's see. What the fuck? How's this good? What the fuck happened?
You did test it before you recorded?
No, I didn't.
You need to test it.
No, our motto